The Message of Fatima, Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith in the year 2000. As the second millennium gives way to the third, Pope John Paul II has decided to publish the text of the third part of the Secret of Fatima. The 20th century was one of the most crucial in human history, with its tragic and cruel events culminating in the assassination attempt on the sweet Christ on earth. Now, a veil is drawn back on a series of events which make history and interpret it in depth in a spiritual perspective, alien to present-day attitudes often tainted with rationalism. Throughout history, there have been supernatural apparitions and signs which go to the heart of human events and which, to the surprise of believers and non-believers alike, play their part in the unfolding of history. These manifestations can never contradict the content of faith and must therefore have their focus in the core of Christ's proclamation, the Father's love which leads men and women to conversion and bestows the grace required to abandon oneself to Him with filial devotion. This too is the message of Fatima, which, with its urgent call to conversion and penance, draws us to the heart of the Gospel. Fatima is undoubtedly the most prophetic of modern apparitions. The first and second parts of the Secret, which are here published in sequence so as to complete the documentation, refer especially to the frightening vision of hell, devotion of the Immaculate Heart of Mary, the Second World War, and finally the prediction of the immense damage that Russia would do to humanity by abandoning the Christian faith and embracing communist totalitarianism. In 1917, no one could have imagined all this. The three little shepherds of Fatima see, listen, and remember, and Lucia, the surviving witness, commits it all to paper when ordered to do so by the Bishop of Leiria and with Our Lady's permission. For the account of the first two parts of the Secret, which have already been published and are therefore known, we have chosen the text written by Sister Lucia in the third memoir of August the 21st of the year 1941. Some annotations were added in the fourth memoir of December the 8th of the same year. The third part of the Secret was written by order of His Excellency the Bishop of Leiria and the Most Holy Mother on January the 3rd of the year 1944. There is only one manuscript, which is here reproduced photostatically on the Vatican website. The sealed envelope was initially in the custody of the Bishop of Leiria. To ensure better protection for the secret, the envelope was placed in the secret archives of the Holy Office in April the 4th of the year 1957. The Bishop of Leiria informed Sister Lucia of this. According to the records of the archives, the commissary of the Holy Office, Father Pierre-Paul Philippe, with the agreement of Cardinal Alfredo Ottaviani, brought the envelope containing the third part of the Secret of Fatima to Pope John the 23rd on August the 17th of the year 1959. After some hesitation, His Holiness said, "We shall wait. I shall pray. I shall let you know what I decide." In fact, Pope John the 23rd decided to return the sealed envelope to the Holy Office and not to reveal the third part of the secret. Paul VI read the contents with the substitute, Archbishop Angelo dell'Acqua, in 1965, and returned the envelope to the archives of the Holy Office, deciding not to publish the text. John Paul II, for his part, asked for the envelope containing the third part of the secret following the assassination attempt on May the 13th of the year 1981. On July the 18th of 1981, Cardinal Franjo Seper, prefect of the congregation, gave two envelopes to Archbishop Eduardo Martinez Somalo, substitute of the Secretariat of State, one with one white envelope containing Sister Lucia's original text in Portuguese, the other orange, with the Italian translation of the secret. On the following August the 11th, Archbishop Martinez returned the two envelopes to the archives of the Holy Office. As is well known, Pope John Paul II immediately thought of consecrating the world to the Immaculate Heart of Mary, and he himself composed a prayer for what he called an act of entrustment, which was to be celebrated in the Basilica of St. Mary Major on June the 7th of the year 1981, the solemnity of Pentecost, the day chosen to commemorate the 1600th anniversary of the First Council of Constantinople and the 1558th anniversary of the Council of Ephesus. Since the Pope was unable to be present, his recorded address was broadcast. The following is the part which refers specifically to the act of entrustment. Quote, "Mother of all individuals and peoples, you know all their sufferings and hopes. In your motherly heart, you feel all the struggles between good and evil, between light and darkness, that convulse the world. Accept the plea which we make in the Holy Spirit directly to your heart, and embrace with the love of the Mother and handmaid of the Lord those who most await this embrace, and also those whose act of entrustment you too await in a particular way. Take under your motherly protection the whole human family, which with affectionate love we entrust to you, O Mother. May there dawn for everyone the time of peace and freedom, the time of truth, of justice, and of hope." End of quote.